New rear kitchen Springdale fifth wheel here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. I like this. I like this because this is a lot of trailer for the money. That is the thing I like about Springdales. They still look good. You know, it's not like, you know, if you don't mind how it looks, she's pretty nice inside. It looks good all the way through. It's simple, it's streamlined, it's effective. They do everything that matters and nothing that doesn't. It's 8,920 pounds. If you'd like to see things like price tags and tank capacities, etc., full specs, I leave you a link down in the video description for my YouTube followers so that you can see that and you know, be able to do some shopping from home. You don't have to call, you don't have to give us your credit score just to answer some questions. And our price tags are published. You don't you know, your price tag doesn't change if you do or don't have a trade. So why am I a fan of these? Where do I see them? Very good, I guess you call it like working man's fifth wheel, Larry Lunch Bucket and Joe Six Pack. But I almost feel that sells the Springdale short. This is a popular line that's been out for a long time from the #1 producer of laminated fifth wheels. That's Keystone. I mean, just overall, no one seems to be doing it better. And that's subjective, that's arguable, but statistically speaking, they continue to be the popular ones. Why? I think it's because they're very good at identifying what matters and what doesn't. And this is very much the fifth wheel built around the concept of what matters and not what doesn't. You still have great looks. I mean, this thing has some just great eye appeal to it. It looks sharp behind your vehicle. I don't care if your truck's blue, black, red, whatever, it's going to look good behind it. That is something that I do like, as they went with a very good color pattern on this. The new nose cap styling that they put on here recently, with the cutaway corners here so you can get a little tighter turn on your shorter bed pickups, which are now the dominant truck on the market. You know, they've done very good with that. This is an interesting rear kitchen. Most rear kitchens don't have a door side slide out. This one does. It's something that Keystone does in several brands. Actually, I have several different versions of this floor plan in stock. It's very cool and very popular, very different. What matters, though, is still here. Like an enclosed, heated underbelly, Springdale uses a 30,000 BTU furnace, which is bigger than you usually find in this class of fifth wheel, so that you get very good underbelly heating. Outside shower, black tank flush, I'm not going to belabor on those points too much, just let you know they're there. This has the same slide seal methods and systems as the Keystone, Cougar, and Montana fifth wheels. In fact, Springdale, Cougar, and Montana are all DSI Quality Award winners again. These guys continue to build, on average, some of the highest quality products out there. Like Keystone's very good at identifying in the past. Say like, you know, 8-10 years ago, folks had these concerns with our RVs. Let's address that. Like decals. In the early 2000s, Keystone decals were known for flaking. So Keystone said, no problem. We're going to spend huge money on decals so that we don't have that problem and our RVs continue to look good. They now have thicker 5mm decals that have at least a 5-year guarantee on them. That's some impressive stuff. This is an oddball thing on this floor plan. I don't want to confuse people. You're going to see this bracket go, oh yeah, it's got the grill on the back. It actually doesn't. It is ready for a grill on the back, but they didn't actually include the grill. It's just an interesting thing that Springdale did. That's why I put these videos together, because that's the kind of stuff that's not in a brochure. You know, and I don't like to leave things, I don't like to suggest, I don't like gray area sales. I don't do that. By the way, if you're kind of curious, because someone's going to say, you know, you got that big slide out right on this side. Isn't that awning going to get eaten up? And the answer is no, there's plenty of awning left. I have pictures of an RV with this type of slide out and the awning open that I can show you. Just call. We'll get it sent over to you. This is another very interesting... Oh, actually, before I want to catch a very quick nuts and bolts thing. Power front leveling jacks, push button power rear stabilizer jacks. So you're not manually cranking anything. You still level front to back with the front jacks, and then you can just drop your power rear jacks down at the push of a button. Simple, easy, effective. Awning does have full-length LED lighting, and that'll be very cool at night here by your... Springdale doesn't call it an outside kitchen, which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with calling it that. They call it an outside entertainment because it comes with its own little swing out TV here, and I like that it does swing out for easy viewing. You still have the mini fridge. You can throw a grill on the back if you're interested in cooking. I like the extra little drawer and countertop space. The way they have this set up is different but very cool. It comes with a little attachment where you can hook a little water hose up here to be able to hose the kids down, you know, if they're out in the lake or something. You don't want them to go inside and you know, roll around your upholstery when they got turtle slime smell on them. Goldfish gunk. Anyway, aluminum entry steps at this class, at this price point. You know, there's different tiers of fifth wheel. At this tier, your family class tier, you usually get the normal painted steel steps, and there's nothing wrong with that. But this is a step nicer. This does give you a more sturdy entry-exit area. They're more visible at night. They're also not slippery. And here's a cool thing that they brought over. Like, this is, other than the sidewall construction, this is identical to the Springdale trailer in many ways. And the Springdale trailer is the #1 thing that sells at Keystone. It's the most popular thing down there. So they did well to mirror that. This has, like you would expect on a fiberglass skin fifth wheel, aluminum framed laminated sidewalls. All the rest is normal traditional Springdale construction, which is great because, again, the way they build their RVs has won them their DSI quality awards the last 3 years. Very, very impressive service record out of these. This is an interesting update they put in, and it goes to show that they actually do listen. Last year, I noticed our Springdale fifth wheels, you would flip a switch, and all of the ceiling lights wouldn't turn on, only the welcome back entry light. And in a travel trailer, that made sense because you can still reach the lights, but in a fifth wheel, this thing's tall. I had to like kind of jump to hit some switches last year. They listened, and they fixed that shortcoming, that problem, defect, whatever you want to call it. So they're, again, a very focused brand on giving you exactly what you're looking for within this class. If you just want a nice fifth wheel, something that is just going to hold up for a long time, but you're not going to go full-time RVing, guys, this is such a good brand and option. So this interior decor, I want to point out real quick, this is called Kona, which is kind of that little coffee look decor. Word is Hawaiian, it means lady, so treat her nicely. I gotta come up with something. I've used that one too much lately, I think. It sounds familiar. Anyway, my point is, if you like everything in this fifth wheel except the cushions, chances are I've got a different one in stock with different cushions equipped the same way. Or we just get you one, whatever. I'm not going to lose a deal over pillows. You know, that's stupid. So what is cool about this floor plan? You've seen rear kitchens before, but you've never seen one quite like this unless you've looked at one of its other Keystone cousins that we have here. They call this, in the Cougar series, they call this a middle living room. They actually don't call it a rear kitchen because you have this giant living space in the middle. And that is accomplished by having this big door side slide that has your outside kitchen and all your entertainment needs met. It opens this up. Now, usually in a fifth wheel, when you get opposing slide outs, you get a kitchen island. But because this is a rear kitchen, you don't need an island. So instead, you have all this nice wide open floor space and you're not constantly tripping around or walking around the island. The dual wall hugging theater seat right here, which in this class, for this money, you just don't get nice furniture like this usually. You just don't. The fact that Keystone's so big gives them the buying power to make this happen because they can get it cheap enough to put it in the right price point trailer. Well, this sits directly across from your very, very generously sized flat screen. And you can see how that angles out. Right now I've got it angled toward the dinette. So, you know, if you're entertaining, because I've always maintained that rear kitchens are the entertainer's floor plan. Because where does the party end, ladies and gentlemen? The party ends by the chips and the drinks. Well, that's exactly what this is. But what's cool is this is a very nice layout. Like if you're like, I got a lake, I just want to park something there for a while, this is the perfect layout to do that. Let's look at the dinette real quick. If you notice, we have a freestanding elliptical base table. The Keystone Do More dinette that is copied through the industry so hard right now, it's not even funny. These guys did it first. It means that this table, like I'm a big guy, so if I want to kind of cheat the table over to my wife and kid, I can do that. If I want to pull the table out and have like an extra island for some reason, I could do that. I could fold it down. I could use it like a coffee table. I could take it out by the outside kitchen entertainment, whatever they want to call it. You can do that. It does more. And of course, you can fold it down to sleep on it. Big windows, great cross breeze. I like that these windows on the slide actually open in a jealousy fashion. What that means is they tilt open so you can use them on a rainy day for airflow. Very, very smart. And these windows are tinted, so that'll keep the RV more private and cooler inside. You're not going to bake to death in here. So why a rear kitchen? Why a rear kitchen instead of a rear living room? That's a good question. And the answer is because it's a better setup. And what I mean by that is rear living rooms give you a nice place to sit, but the TV is 30 yards away, I swear. It feels awful. This gives you more countertops, more cabinets, a better facility here in the same size RV with a nice living room and lots of open space. I prefer a rear kitchen over a rear living room. That's a personal thing. You spend your money how you want to. Stainless appliances, and this is an interesting thing with Springdale. That is a 17% larger refrigerator. It is a 7 cubic foot fridge and freezer. Great overhead storage, and we don't have Springdale cabinet problems. We don't have Springdale problems, period. But one of the reasons we don't have cabinet problems, and this is a very, it seems like a yeah, whatever feature, but really think about this. This insert is purposely cut millimeters too small. And then they put little Teflon bumper glides in here so that this panel can wiggle when you're traveling, because it's a violent thing going down the road. It's an earthquake. And when it gets really hot, it can expand and contract without stressing your mortise and tenon cabinet door frame joints. You don't have that problem. You know, that's a very nice thing. I just noticed they've got a very intelligently placed outlet down there right next to Appliance Central. That was a great idea right there. Let's see. I talked about overhead cabinet space. Sink. Let's look at the sink real quick. Big, I guess this is called the farmhouse sink, the giant one bowl open sink. High-rise pull-out sprayer faucet so you can clean all kinds of stuff. Now you've got a pair of full extension silverware drawers here, but you also have a bigger drawer for like maybe awkward pots, pans, sort of, you know, bigger stuff that can't quite fit in these drawers comfortably. And I do like that level change. I like that definition right there. Instead of just a plain peninsula countertop, by elevating that just that extra inch and a half, whatever, it defines this area as a kitchen, and it doesn't bleed into other areas of the RV. When I turn over here, you see we got the big door side slide out, and that thing's got plenty of storage in it. You've got plenty of extra like pantry space right here. It works very well. You know, they did not give you false impressions of cabinetry. They gave you real cabinetry. Man, that has to be something close to a 40-inch TV. That is very, very large for the price point of this trailer. I am impressed with that. And of course, you got DVD and Bluetooth player and all that, and all those needs are handled. Here's a very cool part of this floor plan, though. A normal rear kitchen has 2 rocking chairs there. It has your hide-a-bed here, and it has a TV there. But the problem is, nothing faces the TV. You don't have that luxury. In this floor plan, your primary seating spaces face the TV, plus the TV pivot. So it can very easily service more than just a couple at the theater seat. But here's why I like this floor plan. In a normal super slide trailer, meaning dinette and sofa instead of theater seat, if you open the hide-a-bed sofa, you cut off the trailer. I left this open on purpose because when you open this hide-a-bed, it comes to just shy of that leg. So you still have plenty of room to fully navigate the RV. You never cut the trailer off if the hide-a-bed's in use. So if this is, if you're grandpa and grandma, and we have grandparent guilt because we're afraid that the grandkids won't come with us if we don't have a place for them to sleep. First of all, you're wrong. Grandkids don't care where they sleep. You could literally give them a blanket and a pillow and throw them on the floor and say, "Have fun, grandson." And I know that because that's exactly how it happened for me sometimes. And I didn't care. It was awesome. I was camping with grandpa and grandma. Grandpas and grandmas feel guilty because they act like, it's not like you're asking your 34-year-old son to sleep on the floor of your basement. You're camping, man. It's okay. So you have a big trifold memory foam hide-a-bed here that the grandkids can come over and sleep on. You can leave the TV playing SpongeBob at night to put them to sleep. And then, in the morning, you can get up and still get over here, make coffee, bacon, eggs, whatever you're going to do. And you don't lose anything. There's no downside to this. Great bathroom in this floor plan, too. You've got that dual entry bath. We've got the door here in the hallway. Then we've obviously got the door from the bedroom. So you always have privacy. Again, if you have guests, everyone can get in and out of the bathroom without disturbing one another. Nice porcelain, or not porcelain, pardon me, foot flush stool here so that you've just got, you know, your face isn't near your business. And lots of leg room in here. You see that. This allows you to get out of the shower and actually get dressed without banging your head against the wall or the countertop or anything. You don't have to go to the living room and do the naked 100-yard dash just to get dressed. Now, here's a very intelligent thing they did, and this is not the only RV in the industry that's done this, but at this price point, it's not common. the closet slide out in the bedroom extends into the bathroom so that you do have linen space in here that you just otherwise would not have. That is a very handy thing. And by making all of this mirrors, what that accomplishes, let me get into the bedroom, is you got your window here, skylight here. When these are all closed, all of that light reflects in here, so you don't feel like you're in an enclosed little box. Someone asked me one time, why don't you ever, why aren't you ever in the mirrors? And I tell people it's because I'm a vampire. I don't have a reflection, and that would confuse people. That may or may not be factual. I don't know. Anyway, so this is a 50 amp service coach, and you can add a bedroom air conditioner to that. And I know that not because it's a specific trait of this floor plan, it's because the model number starts with a 3. At Springdale, if the model number starts with a 3, it's 50 amp service and has a second air conditioner. You can still use this RV as it's built on any 30 amp campsite though. That's easy. But this gives you the option of accessing more campsites more easily, and if you're going to live in a hot climate, we can throw a second AC on there. We only do everything, and you're ready for a TV over here. I love this shelf right above the headboard. That is the ideal place to put CPAP machines, and wouldn't you know it, they have power outlets up there for each side of the bed. Very, very, very well thought out design in this. I'm a big fan of these. My number one thing I like on Springdales is they don't come back for service. I mean, I'm not going to tell you that these things are all perfect and we've never ever worked on any of them. I'm not trying to snowball anybody in this. I'm saying that statistically speaking, these things don't come back for service. So it's a brand I am very happy with. I feel very confident in working with, and I don't think, I know you guys are going to be very pleased with it when you take one home. Whether it's, on a finance basis, you just want to write a check, whatever it is, you call us, you tell us the terms of your sale, and we'll make it happen. We are make it happen kind of people. So, take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.